Oh, hello, folks, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. Well, last time I played, we finished the Warden Eye of Vortex campaign, so let us have a look at another one. Part of me is thinking I should give
The biggest, meanest gobbo ever!
the Vampire Counts another look, though obviously I would have to switch to the other thing for them. That's tempting. It's tempting.
Clan most triumphant, yes.
I would like to give the Skaven a try, but the only issue with them is
Many schemes soon Richter's mine.
um,
All
I don't have all
lost
the
of
DLC,
mine.
and I would like all the DLC for a faction before to try and give them a shot.
Dragonfire runs through my veins.
It is dusk. We shall dance in the shadows.
I would like to have all the DLC for a faction before I give them a try. It just feels wrong and, missing otherwise.
Kahenoin chaitak satta! Hindarmar kaote.
Here's the guy. This dude starts with Lord Kroak. From what little I've heard of him, he's meant to be an incredibly powerful lizardman higher up. Basically, there's a variety of different types of lizardman. Like, there's these fat bastards, there's these dudes, and everyone in between, among others. But he's like one of the, mage priests they have, and he's shockingly powerful. Though I don't know how accurate what I've read is. I think I actually might give these guys a try. I think I have all the DLC to do with them. Here, before I start, let's have a quick look online about Lord Kroak. Lord Kroak. Okay, Warhammer Fantasy Wiki. Okay, yeah, what I was reading before is canon. Um, they may have worded it sexier, but yeah. Basically, when the world was made by the old ones, I think it was. It's like the old ones from 40k, though it played out a little differently in Warhammer Fantasy. Basically, there's two warp gates at on the Warhammer world, on the North Pole and South Pole. They got overloaded and turned into the Chaos Wastes with the magic of the warp overwhelming the world. It was like it was in the middle of the Eye of Terror. And demons rampaged around the world. Lord Kroak shielded his city. I kind of skim read it, so maybe some details here are wrong. He shielded his city. And he prepared his temple. I think eventually the shields. Let me read it word for word because I'm. Well, I'll just read it word for word here. When city after fortress city fell, at last the way was clear for the demonic hordes to besiege Itza, the first city and linchpin of the lizard man's arcane defenses. Itza was under the protection of Kroak, first of all Slan spawned upon the world, and the mightiest of mages. The energy dome that surrounded Itza crackled with energy, turning daemons to dust as they railed against it. Yet after years of strain, presumably constant strain, Even Lord Kroak couldn't sustain such mystic walls no longer, and with a final surge, he exploded the barrier outwards, flattening the surrounding jungle. 100,000 daemons were banished in an instant. Nevertheless, the remainder swarmed into Itza. And yeah, what I was reading was accurate. Just, again, sexed up a little, but I would hate to be misinforming you. Of all that long war, no battle was fought more fiercely than the one amongst the streets of Itza. Only an epic stand by Lord Kroak's army of Temple Guard prevented the Daemons from overrunning the Great Pyramid. For many days and nights, the elite Source warriors stood firm on the lofty bridge of stars. Using his reservoirs of energy, Lord Kroak prepared his final incantations. As the last of the Temple Guard was cut down, Lord Kroak spouted forth spells that were the preserve of gods, raining fire from the heavens to vaporize the foe. Time stood still as the fabric of the universe strained at the outpour of sheer power. Lord Kroak is so overpowered. He can lag out reality. He can cause the servers of reality to lag. The servers of very existence. Still, eventually even Lord Kroak succumbed. A dozen bloodthirsters, protected by the favour of their Dark Guard Corn, fought through the deluge of spells and reached the top of the pyramid. There they fell upon Lord Kroak's form, ripping apart in a savage instant. So overcharged with arcane energies was Lord Kroak that his spirit fought on, refusing to even let death hinder him. Set free of his flesh, Kroak's radiant will soared above the ruins, scourging the invaders with a divine light that was like unto a second sun. The first city was saved. He's so badass, he's just like, I'm not gonna die. No. And apparently in the the end times thing before Age of Sigmar, Lord Kroak just resurrects himself. He's like, I'm done being dead. I'm back. Fucking badass. Let's start this campaign. Okay. Geomantic Web. Settlements are linked by a network which boosts the power of commandments. Nice. Special spawnings. Periodic missions allow access to powerful blessed variants of certain units. Beasts suitable for every task, though some are so ferocious they may lose control and charge ahead. Right of Resilience. Unbreakable and defense bonuses for sources. Apparently this guy gets a flying mount, like him and the mount are been bonded since young, kind of thing. Apparently in the End Times books, if I'm remembering the right guys, and I'm not making mistakes here, this guy's mount is killed by a plague-bearing, it might have been Lord Stroke here, we call him Pestilence, might have been him, I'm not sure, but it was a plague-bearing Skaven, guy, melted his mount with his plague sensor. Apparently, the guy, this guy or whoever, whoever it is, has an actual interaction with a Skaven one, but not that one. He's a special animations or reactions or something to a different guy, according to what I've read vaguely. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but that's what one internet rumor I've heard is. Say love you. Right of Resilience, Unbreakable and defense bonuses for Right of Resilience, Unbreakable and defense bonuses for Source. Starts the campaign with control of Lord Kroak. Recruit rank +3 for Sword Scar veterans. Minus 20% upkeep for Source units. My defense +5 when in own or friendly territory. Physical resistance +20% when defending sieges. Source Spears, Skink, Cohort, and Source Warriors. Source Spears, with shields. Watch as the foe throws itself upon these warriors' spears. Those who survive must then face shield and claw. These skinks are trained to hurl javelins true enough to blunt a charging foe. Holding the line against the enemy charge, braced with shields and fierce with primordial determination. Let's get to it.
Since the days of creation, the reptiles have dominated the jungle continent of Lustria. The ignorant call the creatures lizard men. The wise know them as defenders of the world. In ages past, the Old Ones had a plan. But then the stellar gates collapsed, the Old Ones fled, and demons flooded the mortal plane. Led by the Slan, the lizard men fought the demons that surged across Lustria. Yet, it was the elves that created the great Vortex.
Only because the Lizardmen gave them the cover.
Maelstrom that siphoned the world of chaos, withering demonkind. The world was saved. But the Vortex endures only because it is bolstered by the power of the Slan, via the Great Warding. If the warding should fail, the demons will return.
The forked tongue of Vortex hangs low in the sky. The Slan have felt it. Now I see it. Brighter, clearer. Its hiss disturbs the winds of magic. Yoked dark rags, the sacred plaques. One prophecy shines above all others. Vortex of the warm blood. But the full meaning cannot be deciphered. If our master will not wake, we journey to the city of the sun.
Propelled by the indomitable will of the Slan, the first city primes itself for war. The appearance of Sotex's forked tongue is strongly sensed, but to be a harbinger of important events to come. In response, Itza's mage priests immobilized their most powerful warriors, none more formidable than the champion source Gor-Rok. Placed at the helm of Itza's martial might, the great white wizard will once again show that when it comes to matters of war, he does not fail. But yeah, the elves wouldn't have been able to make the Vortex if the wizard men hadn't been giving the demons hell to the point of lagging out reality. They're trying to DDoS fucking, reality servers.
Dragota suis janduluza unka Gor-Rok kipahuan Chakwatria Nat Aksa Kajak Kakroslan I Kaukiksul Jartax Lokno Sukuan Shana Kot Pestilence Jak at Axa Ax Kroak El Itza Zekzekua Milka Nui
to be clear, me saying they wouldn't have been able to pull it off without the Lizardmen's thing, they still had a rough ride, obviously, the elves, in their own way. But it would have been so much worse if the Lizardmen hadn't been goddamn gods. I know, like Lord Kroak. Oh. Like, it took, well, what was it, 12 Bloodthirsters directly boosted by Khorne to take him down. As well as, like, the army that had to, you know, march through all that hell to get there. Jesus. Itza sends out, like, that goes like a forked lightning rod, but I'm mixing up words here. Itza sends out like a lightning rod in the world of darkness, forging a bond of immeasurable strength between Gor-Rok and the venerable Lord Kroak, defender of Itza. The great white lizard may perform the rite of resilience to protect this most ancient of cities and the source populace, while also calling upon the first of the Slan mage priests to fight alongside him from the beginning of the campaign. Lizardmen settlements are linked by a powerful, unseen network of energy spanning the world. By increasing its power within a province, the Lizardman faction can increase the potency of any commandments issued there. Less spawnings. The spawning pools of Lustria occasionally bring forth especially gifted warriors, that may be recovered once a special mission has been completed. Everything's good.
Put your skinks to work on improving your methods of warfare, my lord. For this task, they will need even grander edifices.
Our interpretation of the Great Plan of the Millennia is dense and complex, but some knowledge has regretfully been lost. Must discover forgotten lore and fathom new methods of warfare against the Warmbloods. Construction of this building will allow us to begin. We just passively generate ancient plaques? Or no, we get one just for having it, okay. Oh, I want to get this. Gold holds a strange value to Warmbloods, but for the Lizardmen it is a highly conductive and useful material. Radmen spawn in fallen temples. We go to kill. Master commands, we take back rooms. The Skaven can establish their bases of operation and its settlement, including those under control of other races. Gor-Rok, you've defended Itza valiantly for millennia, but time has come for you to reconnect with the Great Plan. Swaths of Austrian territory has been lost to invaders seeking to unravel the Old One's work. We must strike back and rectify deviations from the Great Plan, restore our settlements to their former glory. Join up. Can he only do one or the other? Oh Jesus! He starts out fully geared. You cannot kill what's already dead. Oh Jesus. Okay. He's got the ceremonial mace of Malachite. Though he cannot swing it as before. The mace's magical power remains just as useful to Lord Kroak now, negating any magical hand weapon used against him. 15% magic resistance for all units in the hero's army, and 10% weapon strength for himself. Lord Kroak's spirit is vulnerable to supernatural forces, so his bindings are inscribed with the arcane glyph, increasing damage caused to undead aggressors. 10% hit points, 5% ward save, accompanying ward, and 18% weapon strength when fighting against Vampire Counts, Vampire Coast, and Tomb Kings. Amulet of Itza. This lizard-shaped crystal amulet protects Lord Kroak's mummified remains from hostile magic spells by dispelling them harmlessly. 30% magic resistance, 10 winds of magic power reserve. Standard of the Sacred Serpent. A huge golden serpent coiled around a standard A huge golden serpent coiled around its standard pole, which comes to life, writhing, hissing, and spitting when the bear's enemies approach. Tree Pop order for the local province. Character replenishment rate +5 for the hero's army. That causes terror when fighting Chaos and Norska forces. Becoming award. Golden Death Mask. Or Kroak's Death Mask protects the mummified head of the venerable relic priest. The hypnotic effect of the mask renders any and all enemies trying to attack him. Hinders any and all enemies trying to attack him. 5 melee defense, 10% missile resistance, and passive ability Golden Death Mask, which affects all enemies around him within 55 meters, or 55 could be millimeters, with -9 melee attack. Nice. Borg Zapsker. Okay, I won't have my bonus ability moving out here, but that's fine. I could apparently complete it very easy in an autocomplete, but let's actually get some experience fighting with the lizardmen while we're low level. Lord Kroak may be a caster, but he's motherfucking Lord Kroak. He can go in front line. I don't see 12 bloodthirsters over there boosted by corn. Do you have any... Mighty Kroak spawns a small stone that, when it explodes, causes abject devastation. Funny enough. Thus in her friendly units, though. While the lizardmen may be slow to react due to their cold-blooded nature, this also makes them stoic in battle. More than just a shield, this one channels the visceral power of the old ones to protect its bearer from magical attack. Okay, 2. Lord Kroak. Teach him why it's not so easy to be a rat. Seriously. There we go. Get back to this guy. Rock of Itza. Do it. 2. You got on. Nope. Yeah, go beat their head in. It's been a while since I played this, so I'm a little rusty. Or I can just keep him tied up there for ages. I don't recognize that ability. I'm not sure if it's his or Skaven bullshit. Skinks, out of melee. Nice. No mana. Do it. There we go. So that's the victory, and we'll probably get to fight them again. With captives. Giving up a fresh source of flesh from vanquished captives, even with good reason, leaves an army weaker. Well, firstly, shouldn't really be in Scave, and then eating sapient beings is sketchy. Exterminate. Exterminate will further the Old One's great plan. How convenient. Kill and eat. No, actually, they were completely exterminated. Okay, let's see. Guess if I get one of these. It is believed that the Old Ones themselves got the hand of he who wields the mace of Ulmak. Augment 24 seconds self. Plus 50% armor piercing weapon damage. Plus 40 melee attack. Plus 50% base weapon damage. Kroak's ancient lineage provides a powerful telepathic link by which orders are conveyed and the Old One's will is reinforced. The power to move objects without touching them makes missile attacks against this one largely pointless. Across the gulf of space, the serene Vortex has shared the secrets of time so the lizardmen may protect themselves against supernatural attack. When wounded, the Slan's sheer force of will literally recombines his body. Everywhere we shine, life and death burn into something new. Infecticay? With on the nose, don't you think? Do it. Here, one sec. Hey folks, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Gamble. I would like to actually use Lord Kroak. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't have many javelins. They end up out of ammo very early. Oh, I never actually set up research. It's still my first turn, so I'm not behind. What is these guys' move speed like? Because they talk about them being slow to react. Are they like dwarves and you'll never catch anyone if they run away?
The enemy use the forests to conceal their movements, my lord. Approach with caution.
Get him more, Kroak. Boom. Skinks. Get back. Defend yourself. Engage this guy. Oh, and weaken the area with... Damn it. Slightly shy. Get up there. Skinks. Move back. That is just ridiculous. Yeah, Sergeant melee against this guy and Lord Kroak. That'll go well. Boom. There we go. And battle. And battle.
Look still! No, no! We will fight for you very loyal.
Master says Geomantic Web is weak. Must build lead army and rebuild web. Conquer province is first step in Master's plan. Maintain control of two provinces either by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. Good start, Gor-Rok. To ensure Itza and the Great Plan are safe for generations to come, we must continue to remove any threats now. Finish the task at hand and capture all regions in this province. Skink hunters will often make secret camps on well-trodden routes they know prey will roam. Of course, those who have to kill must also kill to live. I can't actually do anything until I get research. If only I have to move to this place, I'll be a turn ahead. Oh well. Raise or sack 3 different settlements belonging to the following race, Skaven. The Astromancers have spoken. The signs show that the Mace of Olmec has been taken deep underground by the Falrakin. Chase them down into their dens and wrest your rifle tool back.
You now have the facilities to begin technological research, my lord. It only remains for you to choose the direction of development.
Tablet of Spawning. Research following items to advance the Lichman's Great Plan even further. Reduces the recruitment costs for skink and chameleon skinks. This is highlighted. What's this? Ooh, cake! Great White Wizard. Further plaques are required to perform the ritual of prognostication. You must search for them in long forgotten temples told lost to us. Be careful, however, as warm bloods may infest the once great temple cities. Should have tried to recruit some more. They've only 3 ammunition. They are very low. The diligent workforce of the Lizardman Empire, good for throwing into melee as fodder. I'm willing to give it a turn.
Your cold-blooded kind are the true guardians of the world, ancient lord. Yet the younger races care little for the designs of the old ones. Deploy your ferocious warriors and wield your most potent sorcery. You shall impose the order you seek.
Here, one sec.